Is confirmation bias destroying your life? In this video, we will discuss confirmation bias. We will tell some stories, give insights, and hopefully share some important information. Now, this is education and information. So let's analyze this train of thought accordingly. Part 1. Lena's story. Lena believed that organic food was the only way to stay healthy. She ignored any studies showing benefits of conventional farming, focusing instead on articles and documentaries that supported her view. When a friend shared a story about a healthy, non-organic eater, Lena dismissed it as an exception. At the grocery store, she overlooked the price difference, convinced organic was worth it, despite evidence suggesting it might not always be. Her confirmation bias led her to trust sources that reaffirmed her beliefs, reinforcing her conviction without examining opposing evidence. Part 2. Why is confirmation bias dangerous? Confirmation bias is dangerous, or can be dangerous, because it can distort critical thinking, leading individuals to make decisions based on incomplete or skewed information. It reinforces, or it can reinforce, misconceptions, prevents learning from opposing viewpoints, and can entrench harmful beliefs. In fields like medicine, politics, or science, it can result in misguided actions or policies, perpetuating errors and obstructing progress. Ultimately, it limits personal growth and impairs objective decision-making in important matters. Part 3. Tom's story. Now, Tom, a businessman, believed his company's success depended solely on aggressive marketing. He ignored feedback suggesting customer service improvements and focused only on reports praising his ad campaigns. When sales dipped, he blamed competitor strategies instead of considering internal issues. At meetings, Tom only welcomed ideas that supported his marketing-first approach, dismissing those advocating for change. His confirmation bias led him to overlook warning signs, ultimately causing his company to lose customers due to neglected service quality, despite his unwavering belief in his original strategy. Part 4. Different types of confirmation bias. So there are different types of confirmation bias. This can include biased search, actively seeking information that supports pre-existing beliefs. Biased interpretation, interpreting ambiguous information to align with one's beliefs. And biased memory, recalling information that recalls or reinforces beliefs while forgetting conflicting details. These variations all contribute to reinforcing one's existing viewpoint, hindering objective analysis, and fostering cognitive errors in decision-making or reasoning across various contexts. Part 5. How can confirmation bias affect decisions in everyday life? While confirmation bias affects decision-making in everyday life by causing people to focus on information that supports their existing beliefs while ignoring or downplaying contradictory evidence. This can lead to flawed choices, as individuals may overlook important facts or alternative perspectives. For example, when purchasing a product, someone might only read a positive review that aligns with their expectations, disregarding negative ones. In relationships or at work, it can reinforce misunderstandings as people selectively interpret behavior to fit their preconceived notions, preventing open-mindedness and more balanced, informed decisions. Part 6. In what ways does confirmation bias shape social, political, or scientific debates? Confirmation bias significantly shapes social, political, and scientific debates by creating echo chambers where individuals or groups selectively seek out and embrace information that aligns with their beliefs while disregarding opposing evidence. In social and political spheres, people often consume news or media that supports their viewpoints, leading to polarized opinions. This can result in extreme divisions where facts are distorted and compromised, or understanding becomes difficult. In scientific debates, confirmation bias can hinder the objective evaluation of data. Researchers or advocates may focus on studies that confirm their hypothesis, while ignoring contradictory findings. This can slow scientific progress, as breakthroughs or alternative explanations may be overlooked. Public understanding of science can also be skewed, with people clinging to misinformation that supports their beliefs on issues. Overall, confirmation bias limits productive dialogue, reinforces divisions, and obstructs a comprehensive understanding of complex issues in these debates. Part 7. How can individuals reduce the impact of confirmation bias in their thinking or actions? Individuals can reduce the impact of confirmation bias by actively seeking out diverse perspectives and challenging their own beliefs. Engaging with opposing viewpoints helps broaden understanding and prevents tunnel vision. It's important to question assumptions, remain open to new information, and critically evaluate all evidence, not just what aligns with pre-existing views. Consulting credible, balanced sources and considering alternative explanations can also mitigate bias. Regularly reflecting on decision-making processes and being aware of personal biases fosters a more objective approach to thinking and actions, leading to better outcomes. Part 8. Could confirmation bias destroy the education system? Confirmation bias can undermine education by encouraging students and educators to focus only on information that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs, rather than exploring diverse ideas or evidence. This limits critical thinking and intellectual growth, as students may disregard new or challenging concepts. Teachers who unintentionally promote confirmation bias might present a narrow view of topics, reducing exposure to alternative perspectives. As a result, students miss out on learning opportunities, struggle to think objectively, and develop a limited understanding of complex subjects. Ultimately, confirmation bias in education stifles curiosity, creativity, and the ability to analyze issues from multiple angles. I think it's important to recognize that we all have confirmation bias, but it's important to assess ourselves, to assess our thought process and our decision making. We all have blind spots and different levels of ignorance. But from my perspective, I try to ask myself questions on my beliefs, aim to be objective, and to be open to new information. So that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and watch the content. I repeat, if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and watch the content. Now, as some of you know, I have a social enterprise called Neuroexpression, which is about empowering neurodivergent people. If you want to know more about it, then why not consider downloading the free PDF, What is Dyspraxia, from my website, and the link will be in the description. And with that being said, I sincerely hope this video provided value.